Oh, welcome back, Blues fans. We are coming to you live from Des Moines, Iowa, in the former Bucks Arena. Now, I don't know what it's called. Home of the Capitals. This is Sunday morning JV action. Yesterday, these two teams played. It's a game I'm sure we'd all like to put in the past. Sunday morning, fresh start, bright and early. We have Karsten out there with Munsterman and Dre. Sipes and Keating back on D. Puck one all the way back to the corner. Capitals collect. Out they come. Dump in from the blue line. Puck behind the net. Sent out front in the slot. Karsten gets a stick on it, but the Capitals collect it and throw it down the boards. In the slot, shot knocked down by a body. Back up to the point. Shot in, and Vickers makes the save through a crowd. So is it colder in here than yesterday? I'm getting old. So face off coming to the left of Vickers. Drop of the puck. Puck sent behind the net. And around it goes. Capitals pick it up. I'm having a little difficulty here. You have to forgive me for a second. Puck sent out of the Quad City end all the way down. This will be an icing. No, icing was waved off. Must have come off of a Capitals stick. Sent back behind the net. The Blues trying to break out. So we have Morales out there with Hunt and Beckwith. Morales gets behind the net, makes a nice move. A little bit of a rush here, across the red line. Knocked off his stick. Into the corner, he picks up behind the net. He has support out front. But Capitals come away with it. Hunt loses it. Morales carries it in through a crowd. Centering pass. Capitals carry it into the corner. Big tangle up of bodies in the corner, but the Blues managed to avoid a dangerous situation. Blues keeping their skates moving. Capitals pick the puck up, carry it in. There's a hook. Hunt will be going to the box for two for hooking. Well, they called it tripping, but. So the Blues are going to have to kill a penalty. All right, there's the drop of the puck. We have Karstens out there with Munsterman, Bradley, and Keating. Capitals send it to the end boards. Picked up by Keating, who dumps it out smartly. Capitals control the puck, carry it in across the blue line down the left wing at the dot. Curls back, looks for support, sends it along the blue line to the near boards. Walk down, pull up at the hash marks. Send across top of slot, top of the other circle. Vickers steers an easy save to the end boards. The Capitals walk in the blue line, looking to send it across on that back door. The Blues need to be aware of that. Oop, loose puck out front. Still loose. Vickers, I don't think he knew where the puck exactly was, but he had his pad down in time. Top of the circle, at the dot, back door. Bradley picked the man up just in the nick of time. The Blues still have to watch that backdoor play. Tucker Keating looking back, saw the man coming. So with 53 seconds left in the penalty kill, the Blues have done a nice job. Penalty killers are changed up. Morales out there with Dre, Bradley, and Sipes. Face off to the right of Vickers. Drop of the puck. One back to the point. Capitals, under pressure, have to send it down the half wall. To the top of the slot, mishandled. Puck, did that come out? Okay. Looked close, but I got my my referee son here to confirm it did not leave the zone. Shot and a glove save. He bobbled it, but so the Capitals are very good at shooting through the defensemen, using the defenseman as a screen and shooting around them. Vickers read that well. He's looking a little more stable in goal this morning. Drop of the puck, one back, and hammered out by Sipes all the way down the ice on net. 25 seconds to go in the kill. The Blues looking better than yesterday. 10:50 left in the first period. Dre takes it away, but nobody in the slot. Still with the back pressure. Dre loses his glove, though. Carson jumps the bench, and he taps it out. Hunt out of the box. Penalty over. Dumped in by the Capitals. Bradley in the corner. It gets hit hard. Puck kicked up the boards by the Capitals. Hunt throws it. Check, and from the blue line they score. So after killing off a penalty, the Blues looking good. They get it running around a little bit, maybe focusing a little too much on the body, and give up a goal from high in the slot just off the blue line. So we have Place out there with Whiting to his left and Arnie to his right. It looks like Comp and Lintz back on defense. Puck sent up the boards. Capitals collect at the point. Shot knocked down by a body. Whiting to it, battling along the boards. Capitals come out with it. Centering pass off a body. Whiting throws it into the Capitals player. Capitals player centers it. Oh, right there in the slot. Right in the hash marks. Cutcomp picks the puck up behind the net in the corner. The Blues focusing on the body, a deflection high up into the netting. So the Blues playing a little physical this morning, but maybe a little focused on the body and gave up that goal. Face-off coming to the left of the Blues goalie. Carson out there with Dre and Munsterman. Looks like Price and Sipes on D. Puck knocked out of zone. Munsterman gets past a few people. He tries to center it, but it's knocked down by a stick. He continues to pick it up behind the net. Shot! Dre had a nice attempt. Munsterman did a nice job to get him the puck from below the goal line. Puck out to center ice. Sipes gets it in his skates, but he can't handle it. The Capitals very good at using their body to shield the puck. Sipes hits the man, or no, that was Dre, hits the man along the boards. Oh, he hit Munsterman, but they waved icing off. It was a little behind Munsterman, who was heading out of the zone. Hunt on the forecheck. Carson forced the man into the board. Sipes picks it up in his own end, goes D to D. Price makes one move, but he's driven off the puck. Beckwith picks it up, sends it back to Price. Price, though, loses it in the skates of a Capitals player. Spoke to the boards. Sent deep by the Capitals. Picked up behind the Blues net. In the corner, some physical play. The Capitals send it up high to the blue line. They're pressured up high and send it back down to the corner. Price on the man. Carson picks it up. Throws it up the boards and it's out. Beckwith on the forecheck. Shot from the red line practically. Sent up the near boards. Turned over. Morales. Shot from the point. Keating hits the man into the boards. Shot. Nice save. Here comes Price to the red line. Makes a move. Gets around a couple. Down the right wing. Puts one to the center of the net. Hunt can't control. Turnaround shot. Nice turnaround shot by Morales in the slot just above the hash marks, but the goalie out at the top of the crease absorbs that. So the Blues with a little bit of pressure there. Shot off the face-off, goes wide across the net. Capitals gain out to the red line. Sent behind the Blues net. Keating picks it up but falls down. Place sends it back to Keating. Puck squirts out top of the circle. Walk back to the blue line by the Capitals. Makes a move on Whiting. Capitals playing 3 high. Send it deep. Pick it up in the corner again. Send it back to the point. Puck knocked off the stick, but sent deep all the way around. The Capitals get to it. Bradley battling along the boards, looking for support. Keating sends it high in the slot. Not the way to clear it. Bradley working hard to keep his man to the outside behind the net. Capitals battling still, come away with it into the corner. To the point. Shot deflected high up into the netting. So the Blues are doing a little better job at controlling, not controlling, but not giving up easy shots or easy goals compared to yesterday. 6:20 left in the first period. The Blues only down by a score of 1-0. Karsten out there with Dre, Munsterman, Lintz, and Price, the defensive pair. So face off. Sent all the way out of the zone. The Capitals go to their end, pick it up. The Blues come away with it. Dre centers one to the front. Karsten, top of the slot, kind of whiffs on the shot, but it bounces oddly. The Capitals goalie had to make a save there. Blues players falling down left and right. Lintz gets a stick on it, but the Capital player skates wide. Puck picked up by Cutcomp. He makes a nice little move. But the pass is a little ahead of Munsterman. Shot. And a goal. Did it? I didn't think it hit anything. It's an unfortunate deflection by the defenseman out there. But the Blues are only down 2-0, 5.5 to go in the first period. Out comes Morales, Hunt to the left, Beckwith to the right, with Price and Keating back on defense. Drop of the puck, Hunt comes in, can't handle it, back to Price. Price sends it up the glass into the Capitals' end. The Capitals collect, head back behind their own net. Hunt flushes him out. Morales on the forecheck. Capitals send it up the wall. Float one out. And misconnect. Keating battling along the boards. Capitals send it deep. Overskated by Price. Morales back there picks it up. Sends it to Hunt. Hunt sends it back to Morales. Morales gets it through a crowd. But the Capitals send it back in. The Blues have to collect on their own end. Price picks it up. Behind the net he goes. The Capitals player tries to lay a body hard and misses. Battled for along the boards. Shots off the stick of, nice pass by Beckwith. Hunt somehow gains control. Battling hard. The Blues changing behind. Capitals can't control it. Hunt doing a masterful job down there, creating havoc. Finally, the Capitals just send it out. Keating under pressure. Gets it over to Price, though, just in time. It's off a Hunt stick. Whiting can't control. Oh, nice hit. I'm not sure what they're calling there. What's the call? I look like a good hit, unless he would be called charging. Well, the ref and the linesman are talking this over. Well, what was the call? Yeah, but the ref put his arm up. He indicates there's a penalty. Yeah. Called kneeing. Did he give him a major for it? Or did he just gave him a 2 and 10?
What was that for?
They called kneeing, and then they gave him, yeah, it's supposed to be. So the Blues killing a penalty. They killed off the first one and then gave a goal up right after it. So Whiting setting in for the 2, and then Price setting in for the 2 and 10. Here come the Capitals. Nice pass back up the board, top of the slot. Shot in and out of the glove. But it didn't go in the net, so we'll call it a save. Capitals circling along the half walls back to the top of the slot. Across the top of circles. Backhand. Nice save by Vickers through a crowd. Carson bounces it off the boards. Pokes at it, but he overskated it. Shot deep in behind the net. Munsterman gets to it. Sends it around the boards. And it gets through the skates of the defenseman. Carson hot on it. Should have been interference on number 9. There's a move. Nice hit by Munsterman, and the puck sent down the ice. 47 seconds left on the penalty. 2:55 left in the period. The Blues only down 2-0. Much better than yesterday. Here come the Capitals across the red line. A little hesitant. The Capitals a little confused at the blue line. Have to regroup. Bradley knocks the man off the puck. Sipes gets back to it, pushes it back up the boards. Capitals collect, send it to the point. Back down to the half wall, right along the hashes. Nice little scissor pass. Back to the corner. Behind the net. The Blues have to watch that guy on the back door. Sent up, mishandled. Penalty over, both teams full strength. Whiting heading for the bench. The Blues can't get control of it. Capitals collect. Fresh legs going to the net. Back to the top of the circle. Oh, good stick by Karsten to get in the way. Beckwith over to it. She gets it, controls it, sends it up ice. Hits Munsterman, but he was covered up a little bit. He still has control. Beckwith, it's off her stick. Oh, and she loses control, but pursues the puck carrier. Drives him wide. He mishandles the puck. Sent back, top of the slot, shot off of Keating's skates. Hits off the glass. Shot and a save. Nice clear to the boards by the defense. This time chipped out. Morales on his horse, but the Capitals get to it. Oh, nice. Nice back pressure. Sent to the top of the center of the slot. Nobody there. The Blues. Back check. Oh, we're going to get another penalty. Keep playing. Keep playing. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can't argue with that one, I guess. You're coming from behind and you take a guy down, you're going to get called. You should. If it goes both ways, we'll see. So back on the penalty kill. 1:06 left in the first period. Oh, that was a dangerous play. The Blues left a man uncovered in the slot. Oh, shot high over. Cutcomp got tangled up with his own goalie a little bit. That's never a good thing. Turnaround shot. Vickers had the save, but he had the angle of his stick a little deep, and it deflected up and over his own shoulder. So the Blues, with 38 seconds left in the first, are only down by a score of 3-0. So we have Morales, Hunt, and Beckwith out there, who just had a pretty decent shift before the penalty. Keating and Cutcomp back for D. Puck one back, Cutcomp collects, turns, backhands one to Beckwith, its inner skates. Jumbled up at the blue line. Dumped in by the Capitals. They skate after it. Keating gets to it first. Over to Beckwith. She's immediately jumped by the Capitals. Battle along the boards. Digging. Still nobody gets control of the puck. 3-on-3. Morales finally comes away with it. Sends it around to Cutcomp behind the net. Up to Hunt. Hunt turns and just sends it out of the zone. And it's going to roll. Oh, well, the Blues dodge and icing because the period ended. So the Blues only down 3-0, unlike yesterday. We were down 8-0 at the end of the first period. So much better played. Still some things to work on. So 2-minute break, and we'll come back with the second period. Okay, both teams have had their 2 minutes at the bench. Remember, in JV, there's no break between the first and second period. Carson out there with Beckwith to his right, Munsterman to the left. Carson collects the puck, but it's taken away. And up the boards it comes. The Capitals finally carry it out. Carry in. Sipes on the man with the puck. Shot off the goalie to the near boards. Battle force sent down low. Keating forcing the play up the boards at the point. Pass high to the slot. D stepping up. Capitals take a look, get to the puck, send it back up. Shot. Well, I don't know if the goalie lost track of the puck, but he was on the other side of the net, and I think it was also deflected off a stick. I think that one, as a team, we would like to have back.
I think the goalie thought it was being passed across.
So the Blues find themselves down 4-0, 14-17 to go in the second period, but still looking a lot better than yesterday. Still a lot better than yesterday.
He's not running clock.
Arnie out there with Place and Hunt. Bradley and Cutcomp on the D. Place tries to skate it up and out. Driven off. The Capitals send it back deep into the Blues end. Puck sent down the ice. No icing. Capitals pick it up. Place on the forecheck. Place hits the man, falls down, but Hunt knocks it off the stick. Place hits the man again. Quite a physical battle going on behind the net. Nobody seems to know where or care where the puck is. Now the Capitals pick it up. Arnie back checking hard. Nice poke by Bradley to knock it off the stick of the Capitals player, and offside is the call. So I thought we might have a little shenanigans behind the Capitals net down there, especially seeing how nobody was looking for the puck. So face off, just outside the blue zone, drop of the puck. Bradley overskates it, Cutcomp picks it up behind his net, sends it back to Bradley. Bradley gets it. He's pressured right away, loses it. The Capitals try to make a little move. Fall down, Place picks the puck up, then falls down. Bump back to Place. Place sends it over. Bradley misses, but out it comes. Arnie gets it. Has control, walks in at the blue line. Sends it deep. Bradley, the D, down deep in the corner. He falls down. Capitals in the corner, try to send it up. Beckwith pressures the puck carrier, and it's centered on a backhand and sent in deep. The Capitals going for a change. Puck picked up behind the net, sent up to Arnie. Arnie slaps it to the middle of the ice. He collects it again. It's off his body into the middle of the ice. But the Capitals collect the loose puck. Beckwith picks it up in the slot, heads back to the corner with it. Pushes it ahead. Cutcomp picks it up, sends it around to, I can't see, I think that's Hunt. Hunt takes it up, tries to flip it out. Beckwith battling along the boards. Bradley kicks it up, slap back down. Cutcomp sends it up. Arnie sends it down the ice. This will go for icing. So the Blues down 4-0, 12:04 left in the second period. Playing a much better game than yesterday, but not generating a ton of offensive chances. Beckwith out to take the face off. He has Wessler to his right, Whiting to his left. Capitals win it. Nice pass across circles, but Vickers, very good positioning on that, makes a nice save. Something being yelled from the bench I didn't quite catch.
It's a tired guy up.
Beckwith in for the faceoff, drop of the puck. One over to the half walls. Cutcomp sends it around the board. Oh no, it's Sipes out there now. Sipes and Keating change. I didn't see that. Puck in the corner, side of the net, off Keating's stick to the far boards. Whiting on the puck carrier. Sent down and around behind the net. Sipes gets to it. Sends it up the boards. Wessler gets to it, chips it out. Center ice. Capitals take it back into their own end. Up and out. Flipped into the zone. Down below the net. Keating gets to it first. He sends up to Wessler. Wessler carries it out, but loses control at the red line. Beckwith does a flyby on the puck carrier. Now it's a 3-on-1. Oh, nice glove save by Vickers, though. So the Blues still struggling a little bit to get the puck into the offensive end. 11:09 left in the second period. The Blues only down by a score of 4-0. If we could score a couple, we'd be right back in it. Are you cold? My jacket's over there if you need it. Drop of the puck. Karsten wins it back. Cutcomp sends it around the boards. Munsterman gets to it. He's pressured by two Capitals right away. Puck carried behind the net. Sent up to the point. Sent to the net. Ooh, the Blues let that man on the back door all open again. Shot from the high slot. This time Vickers makes a nice save. Capitals not hesitating to put the puck on net anywhere and any time. Face off to the left of the goalie for the Blues. Drop the puck, one over to Munsterman. Munsterman pressured immediately, loses the puck. But Bradley takes it away from the Capitals. Sent out to the red line. Munsterman on the forecheck, knocks it away. He has help. He has Dre going to the net. The pass through the crease hits nothing, and out of the zone the Capitals come. Shot goes blocker side wide. The Blues can't get to it. Capitals control. Take it behind the Blues net. Up to the blue line. Shot bounces off a bunch of skates. Goes to the half boards. Top of the slot. Turnaround shot. Oh. Capitals almost deflected that in. The Blues running around in their own end a little bit. Karsten comes away with the puck. Or Dre to Munsterman. Dre picks it back up. He's pressured by two players. Puck thrown back in the Blues end, and they have to work it out again. Errant pass out of the zone. Beckwith, she's forechecking on the Capitals. Tipped in, but right out at the blue line. A little hesitation. Grab of the stick. I don't know why that wasn't called. Shot high over the net, hits the end boards. Sent back in. The Blues need to change some legs out there. Bradley to it in the far corner. He sends it around the boards. Cutcomp tries to send it up the boards. Puck battled for in the corner. Cutcomp comes away with it, sends it through the skates of Beckwith. Finally, the Blues control, but just throw it out right to the Capitals, and the Capitals fire it in, and the Blues are changing, a dangerous change. Cutcomp gets to it, though, to Bradley. Bradley over to Beckwith. Beckwith, she looks, oh, she tries to hit, she's trying to hit place coming out of the zone, but it was intercepted. Yep. The Blues still pressuring. The Capitals get to the blue line, carry it in, make a move. Poked off the stick. Cutcomp sends it to the corner. Out front. Oh, dangerous. And Place comes away with it in that mess. The Blues avoid getting scored on. Place sends it up. He's hooked up. No call. Puck sent out. Sipes sends it back in. The Blues forechecking. Keating gets to it. Sends out the boards right to a Capitals player. Place puts a body on him. Puck's loose. Capitals send it up to the red line and send it in To the end boards it goes. Keating sends it to Hunt. Hunt didn't have his stick down, so it hadn't made it to the blue line. Glove down by the Blues. Hunt overskates it. Keating gets it. He wisely bounces it off the near boards. It won't go for icing, and the Blues can get a good change in. Keating forechecking from the defensive position, but the Capitals get behind him. Oh, nice save by Vickers. It was a 2-on-1. The Blues got caught in a change. Sipes picks it up, turns it over along the half boards. Shot off the post or off the mask and post. Shot from the top of the circle. Vickers makes another nice save. So 6:47 left in the second period. The Blues only down 4-0 after giving up 12 yesterday. A lot of bending, no breaking at times. Still, we need a little more offensive presence. So, Rory Beckwith out there for the face-off. He has Wessler and Whiting out with him. Capitals win the face-off. Beckwith pressures up to the point. Dumped in. Keating over there, but the Capitals get to it first. Puck at the side of the net. Comes out. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Top of the circle. Beckwith gets a stick in the way. Sipes gets a stick in the way. Puck under a Capitals player at the hash marks in the slot. Beckwith comes away with it, but he's forced off the puck. Turnaround shot. Vickers makes a nice save. So Jackson Price is out of the penalty box after serving a 2 and a 10 for what they called a kneeing on a hit. He's back on the ice. Bradley out there with him. Drop of the puck. Beckwith chips it out. Whiting after it. He sends it up ahead to Wesley. His shot deflected high into netting. And that, 2 quick passes. Nice pass by Whiting. A little high on the backhand sauce pass, but I will take the pass, and it got there, and his teammate could actually reach it. Face-off to the left of the Capitals goalie. They don't say that much in this game. Capitals win the face-off. And quickly get it out. The Blues come back. Nice position by Bradley. Oh! Bradley was in a nice position to stop the cross-crease pass, but the puck came off his stick, and a follow-up Capitals player slapped it, and just like that, it's 5-0. With 5:52 left in the second period. That was one of those plays. The Blues did a lot of good things on it. It just ended up the wrong way for us. Karsten out there with Dre to his right, Musserman to his left. Puck went all the way back. The Capitals first to it. Dre battling 2 Capitals players. Bradley helping out, sends it over to Price. Price picks it up, turns, sends it up to Munsterman off the boards. Munsterman pokes it up to Carson. We have 2-on-1 developing. Carson takes the shot, never even looked at his teammate for the pass. Puck bobbled at the blue line, but Price managed to send it deep. Dre, nope. Turned back, Carson gets a stick in the way of the pass. Oh, Dre loses at the blue line. Price picks it up, though, sends it over to Bradley. Bradley skates over to the boards, picks it up, sends it up. It's slapped at, but still in the neutral zone. Finally sent in deeper by the Blues. Munsterman on the forecheck. Price steps up. It's still in. Still in. Munsterman on the forecheck. Forces the man up the boards. Puck still loose, still in the zone. Beckwith out there battling hard on the boards for it. Finally, Price gets it, walks the blue line. Muscles through. Carson sends it towards the net. Oh, it bounces. And Munsterman takes a swat at the goalie, and the Capitals weren't too happy with it. No penalty called. The Blues make a change. The Capitals make a change. But the Blues, with a little bit of spark, only down 5-0, 4:34 left in the second period. Place out there to take the face off. Hunt to his right, Beckwith to his left. Bradley and Price back on D. Battle for along the boards. Capitals come away with it, send it up to the point. Price comes back, picks it up. Puck rolls deeper, takes a look, sends it back up the boards. Battle for it. Bradley comes away with it, skates it out to the red line. I think he ran into the linesman. Beckwith swats at it. Somebody has a stick on the ice. I don't know if it broke or just Price in. Top of the circle, along the boards, pulls up, sends it towards the net. Oh, a Capitals player picked it off. Capitals, dangerous in the slot, and score. So the Blues got caught a little bit up ice. One of the defensemen had gone in deep. And a 3-on-2 developed. And none of the back checkers could get back in time to pick up the guy in the slot. Good play by the Capitals, but now it's 6-0, so running clock will start. 3:45 left in the second.
Hopefully they don't realize.
Yeah, let's get one here and go back to standard stop clock. Beckwith out to take the face off. The Capitals player gets tossed. Wessler to the right. Whiting to the left. Beckwith on the forecheck, forcing a D-to-D pass. But the Capitals cleanly get it out into the Blues end. Shot. Another shot. Oh, I think that didn't go in. It was off the pad, hit the post, shot behind the goalie and out the other side. Shot, nice save by Vickers through a crowd. Beckwith gets to it, sends it up to the point. Capitals 2 at first. So now it's 7-0. The Blues were running around a little bit on that shift. Karsten out there with Dre and Munsterman. That is a horrible play by the referee. He should have dropped that puck. The Blues didn't have the correct number of players out. Here comes Karsten. Karsten takes a shot. Munsterman can't get the rebound clean. And the Capitals bring it out. Into the corner. Dre hits the man hard. Price gets a stick on it. Dre skates into a Capitals player, loses the puck, it's sent behind the Blues net. Sent up the boards. Dre gets it. It's taken away. Price battles behind the board. Net sends it to Munsterman. Munsterman's hit as he collects the puck. He turns. He can't connect with Karsten. Puck's going. This will be icing. No, it's waved off. Dre on the forecheck peels off. Capitals mishandle the puck. Still in. Oh, now they get it out. Nice play by Tucker Keating. Pokes it off. Gets out to Beckwith, but she can't handle it. Munsterman on the forecheck. He sends it deeper. Beckwith pressuring the man behind the net. Still battling. Finally, the Capitals come away with it. Oh, stick in the way. Oh, thought Bradley might get it and keep it in. Beckwith sends it to Keating, but his stick wasn't down. It goes through his skates dangerously. He has to go all the way back. Behind the net, battled for. Keating laying on the ground. Sent to the point. Shot off the goalie. Rebound to the wall. Sent behind the net. 1 minute left in the second period. The Blues down 7-0. Up the half walls to the hash mark, sent back down to the corner. Battle for, place knocked down. Keating gets it, sends it over to Hunt. Hunt, though, is hit immediately as he gathers in the puck. Place turns, shoots it off the boards. It's still in the corner. Place tries to send it up and out. Finally, Place picks it up. Gets over to Beckwith. Beck tries to send it back, but his stick is not down. If the Blues just have their stick on the ice, half the time these passes they would catch. Battle for, tipped out by Bradley, carried in by the Capitals. Out. Bradley tied up with a man. Hunt picks it up. But he's ridden off the puck. Sent up the boards. Bradley battled for it, and there's the buzzer. So at the end of the two, the Blues are down 7-0. Playing better. I mean, the score doesn't show it, but the play, I mean, we're down 8-0 at the end of the first. so much better. Yeah. Remember, this is 16 rookies on this team. That's a lot of young kids. I mean, come in next. So, all right, we'll be back in about 12 minutes. All right, we're back for the start of the third period. The Blues down 7-0, playing much better than yesterday. Still can't generate any offense. They've had some offensive chances, but very far and few between. But a very good Capitals team. Nice pass by Cutcomp. Puck just a little ahead of Karsten there. But the Capitals collect. Right back in the Blues end. Cutcomp, nice job forcing the man off the puck. Oh, Dre and one of the Capitals players slid hard into the end boards. They're both up. Dre a little slow to get up, but back in the action. Munsterman pokes the puck out. I do think the Capitals get away with a little bit of an interference. Down the right wing, curl up. Pass interrupted. Lintz has a stick down, disrupts the play, but then gets the puck taken off his stick right away. Vickers makes a save. We'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. Beckwith and Hunt out there with Morales for the face-off. Sipes and Keating for defense. Drop of the puck, one back behind the net. Sipes can't get to it in time. It's poked further up the boards. Beckwith forces it up the point. Oh, Vickers made a save, but let the puck just kind of lay there. Sent ahead, Morales on his horse, forcing the puck carrier deeper up to the blue line. Still in. Morales picks it up, carries it out. It's forced off the puck, but the Capitals turn back in their own end. Finally, the Capitals get the puck out across the red line. Dumped in. Sipes gets a stick on it, turns, sends it off the boards. Hunt just couldn't get to it. Oh, a dangerous shot from high in the slot. Battle along the boards. Capitals are changing it. The Blues hurry. Morales gets the puck. Carries it across the red line. Gets in, takes a shot high over the goalie. And out of play. So, place out there for the face-off with Beckwith and Wessler. Price mishandles the puck at the blue line, and the Capitals capitalize. Come in on a breakaway. So they go up 8-0. Drop the puck. Capitals come away with it. Lifted high into the bench, and we'll have face-off just outside the blue zone in front of their bench. Oh, nope. They're taking it to center ice. Place for the face-off. Kicks it over to Wessler. Wessler can't control it. Sent back. Price, again, having a hard time handling the puck. He pulls up, sends it up to Beckwith, who chips it out of the zone. Capitals collect. Beckwith on the forecheck. Puck sent up, but not out. Place intercepts. He has Beckwith. Oh, he makes a nice move, but loses control. Sent it to the side of the net. He had Beckwith at the front of the net. And the Capitals come out, mishandle the puck. Beckwith picks it up, but it's taken off his stick. Off the skates of a player, and shot hard. Misses the net. All the way out to center ice. Capitals dump it in. Rims around the board into the far corner. Wessler on the man. Puck sent up off the glass by Price to the point. Place puts the body on the man. Capitals poke it. Beckwith sends it out down the ice. And no icing. Must have bounced off about 10 people. The Capitals send it up hard. Oh, nice stick by Cutcomp. But then the puck gets high in the slot. The shot goes in. I think it deflected off somebody's stick in front and just goes under the crossbar. So 9-0 with 10-12 to go. So Morales is out there with Whiting to his left and Arnie to his right. Lintz and Cutcomp back on D. Puck one back to Cutcomp. Cutcomp chips it up the boards. Whiting. Oh. Blake had it knocked off his stick. The Capital player fell down, but Whiting couldn't quite capitalize on it. Here come the Capitals, high flip. Lintz didn't see it coming. Arnie peels off the man with the puck. Bodies go down. Morales comes away with it, poked off his stick. Lintz ties the man up. Puck bouncing around behind the Blues net, looking for a wraparound. Comes out, nice shot. Good position by Vickers to make the save. Battled for along the boards. The Capitals come away, put the shot on net. Puck must be loose still. Vickers had it, but it must have squirted out under his pads. Into the corner. Top of the circle and a nice shot. The Blues left that man all alone there. Just on the circle. And no hesitation on the shot whatsoever. Yeah. Can't take that away from the Capitals. So 9 minutes left in the game. The Blues down, I believe that should be 10. Puck went back to Keating. Keating back up the boards. And a group of players finally. Munsterman pokes it out, but it's knocked off his stick. Sent up high down the ice. They're saying no icing. Keating after it. Should have been some slashing. The Capitals player was hitting Keating in the legs with a stick before he got to the puck. The Blues now just kind of throwing the puck up the ice, hopes. Puck sent up, makes it out of the zone. Munsterman forechecking. Puck sent up the boards, across the red line, dumped in deep. The Blues have to hustle back for it. Sipes back to it, picks it up. Tries to send it to Keating, but it's intercepted. Blues trying to clear it. Chip it up and out. Keating up on the forecheck. Nice stick by Sipes to prevent the cross-ice pass on a kind of a 2-on-1 play. Again, the Blues kind of need to sort themselves out. Shot deflects off someone. Munsterman and Carson have been out there quite a while. Puck loose in front of the net, sent to the half wall. Capitals collect it. Up top, sent down the ice by Munsterman. No icing. Carson picks it up, has Beckwith. It's a little behind her. She sends it back down to Carson. It's though too far for him to reach. Hunt pursues behind the net. Carson forces the play up the boards. Price steps down. Puck set behind the net. Hunt has it in his skates. Kicks at it. Pokes at it. Sent up the boards. And it's a 3-on-1. Oh, Price got his skates in the way of the pass. Oh, Munsterman out there, or not Munsterman, I'm sorry, Morales out there with Wessler, Hunt, Price blocks one off the skates or shin guards. Morales hard on the forecheck, forcing a D-to-D pass out of the zone, sent back in. Hunt intercepts the pass at the red line. He gets around one player. Puck on the near boards. The Capitals come away with it. Carry it out, but Price pokes it back up the ice. Pinned up against the boards just outside the Capital zone. Players go down. Hunt shoving, cross-checking, more cross-checking. Oh, that is Wessler. I thought it was Hunt. I take it back. So somehow the Blues got a 2 and a 10 out of that, and the Capitals only got 2. When the Capitals kid kept cross-checking them after the whistle. Yeah, it's 5-on-5, but yeah, it's running. Well, they don't start it after a penalty till the drop of the puck. Gloved out of the air after a high lofting dump in by the Blues. We'll have a face-off to the right of the Capitals goalie. So it is 5-on-5. I think the calls are cross-checking on both offending parties. The Blues can't come away with the puck, but it's lifted high and out over the glass. So the face-off will be to the right of the Capitals goalie again. 4 minutes to go in the third period. The Blues down 10-0. Drop of the puck. Carson sends it to Price. Price shoots it into the midsection of one of the Capitals players. He looked like he was hurting for a little bit there. And the Capitals send it out down the ice. Icing waved off. Dre picks it up. Oh, his pass to Munsterman was intercepted. Sent towards the net. Redirection attempt doesn't work. And Vickers makes the save. Face off to Vickers left. Drop of the puck. Walked right in. Loose puck. And a goal. So Blues now down 11-0 with 3 minutes to go in the game. I don't think those players should have got out of the box yet, but. Oh, did they? Low shot. Saved by Vickers. Morales taking the face off, Beckwith to his right, and Hunt to his left. I must apologize to Hunt. I thought he was the one in the little fracas a few minutes ago. Blocker save, and grabbed out of the air. Vickers making another nice save. The Blues playing much better than yesterday, even though the score doesn't show it. Capitals win the face-off. Beckwith can't handle it. Hunt knocks the man down. Lintz sends it off the boards. Lintz chips it back up. It's not quite out. Finally, Morales comes away with it. Sent deep by the Capitals in their own end. Lintz gets it at the blue line. Puts a shot on. No, the goalie doesn't know where it is. Puck set up. Carried across the red line. Into the Blues end. Pull up, turn around. Nice little move by the Capitals players. Top of the slot. Takes a shot, stick in the way. Heads to the corner. Fired cross ice by Cutcomp. Puck up the boards, a minute left in the game. Sent to the corner. The Capitals are quick on the puck. I'll give them that. The Blues player can't get it without being pressured right away. Nice shot down front, loose and scores. 34 seconds left. Vicker made the initial save, but the puck popped free. So with the score, same as yesterday, 12-0. So this is interesting. They stop the clock after every goal up till now. I know, but they're not supposed to do it on goals. It's only on penalties. So, I mean, it's just going to run out. Well, time winding down, the Blues go down by a score of 12-0, same as yesterday, but I want to say I thought the overall play was better. Did you feel it was better overall?
It started to peter off by the third period.
Yeah, a little bit here in the third. So, but a very good JV team as well as a very good varsity team. So that's the end of the JV game. We'll take about a 15-20 minute break and we'll be back with the varsity game. Thanks for tuning in.